We are going to do an entire month of videos.
Well, you're probably asking, well, what does that mean? I brought my good friend in to explain.
I'm glad you guys asked. I'm gonna tell you from here, we've got an entire month of insane videos. To kick this off right, I've got a really cool little gift actually from the other side of the world I wanted to share with you guys. I've been waiting to unbox this to celebrate this very moment. A friend of mine, I know his name, but I don't know if I'll say it right. Bohan made this. I'm very excited for this. That is already awesome. Oh, wow. That's sick. That is so epic. And there's two of these now, but they both have their own absolute beauty to it, and how much time he spent making this. Even my beautiful rear windshield's in perfect shape. He's got my laptop in the passenger seat, all the yellow wires for the EGTs, the turbo, the intercooler, all the intercooler piping. Oh my God, even the oil system. That is so epic. Look at that. He even made the background. Unfortunately, Fat Body, their location, they don't have that one anymore, but that just makes the moment locked in time doing the all-wheel drive dyno. This is the most important part of this whole thing. Not as muscular as the real guy is. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. He's special. This almost looks like Logan from Defiant Auto Works. Like he's got a little bit of Logan to it.
Yeah.
I'm very honored. There's another one that was destroyed in shipping. I really appreciate this. It means more to me than you know. Set that and be. I'll go in. Let me show you more of what's going on for this month. As you guys saw yesterday, we're talking about the Turbo 6-rotor that we have more and more parts for, and we're getting that CNC machine fired up for the rest of this. So we've got the wider rear tires for the street for the 3-rotor. Of course, we've got drag tires, but we're gonna be putting even more meat, about 40 more millimeters of rubber on the back of the 3-rotor. Speaking of the 3-rotor, we are currently putting on a Granis T1000, whatever it is, T56 Magnum, which I already have a T56 Magnum, but this one is basically a dog ring, insane engagement, fastest transmission that you can basically have, which is H pattern. Putting that on right now. We're redoing all the wastegate stuff. So we're speeding through all that because you guys want to see us race. But there's so much behind the scenes that takes place that even I'm like, I don't want to put in a video. But this month, you'll get all of that. So not only is it fast-paced, but we got a ton of stuff to cover. Obviously, this is the project that you guys have been asking me about for a while, and it's part of the meme of the channel. Where is the 4-rotor? And for the last couple months, I have been doing all of the R&D necessary to build, rebuild, make 2,000 horsepower. I'm not joking, make 2,000 to the wheels on this car. And those of you guys that don't think that's possible, trust me, you're about to find some really crazy stuff. But we've got the new body coming out thanks to the guys from Battle Arrow. So they've got the rear fenders mocked up. We've got the front fenders being made, the front bumpers almost finished in design. And on top of that, what's going on with the drivetrain is optimization. You know, a project like this is never finished, but check out what we have to do to make it perfect for a version 2. What we've got to do is move that differential back just a little bit so that way we can turn tight each direction. We've got upgraded CV joints so that way we can turn it tighter than the stock FD. All the carbon fiber drive shafts are going on all the projects. We've got some really cool stuff coming up with that as well. I promised you guys a solid car, so I'm not going to release the car until the entire body is all together. We got a final version of that. It goes to carbon fiber for SEMA. It's been hard-earned work that a lot of people won't appreciate. A lot of you guys will, but a lot of people won't appreciate how much work goes on making this a real car. Rotary Vet, I'm gonna just tell you guys this right now. You're about to watch a call-out video. One of my favorite things. You know how I love going with this little skit every so often? Well, there's a certain LS FD that needs that LS ripped back out of it, and I'm not gonna lose my next race with Hoonigan. So I'm just gonna tell you guys right now, we're gonna have a nice little fun call-out, kind of like Alpha Rob, you know, Rob Freddy thing. But with a certain someone from Hoonigan. We're currently, the car is just fine, as you saw earlier in the video about racing it and launching it, testing it with 0 to 60, but I'm gonna make that a solid, bulletproof 2-rotor, now that we've learned everything with the 3 and the 4 rotors, to make that car solid. I'd say maybe up to 800 horsepower with all the torque you can imagine. This is basically what I lift for weights in the morning, but you know, this is one of my favorite poses. You know how amazing the G-Series turbo has been on the 3-rotor. Of course, that's got to make it to the rest of the fleet. Both the Rotary Vet and the 4-rotor get their upgrades to G-Series turbos. It's ridiculous how much more torque and power they make, with also making the top end ridiculous. If the Turbo 6-rotor wasn't the elephant in the room, what I'm sitting on obviously is. Yes, there is an Indy car in the shop. No, I'm not storing it for somebody else. I like to take my projects one at a time or try and bite off more than I can chew. There's an opportunity that has came up that is so epic, so absolutely epic for this shop that I had to get it and then let it sit for a second until I get my shit together. But let me just say that you guys know that I hate LSs, but I sure as hell love some high RPM engines, even if say they were 14,000 RPM Cosworths, or replacing those Cosworths with, well, you know what.